All right. I am going to go in here. I had a couple people ask the question today, so I'm going to do a little review here for how you can check your stats on Etsy for your individual listings. So for those of you who have not been on our channel before, if you see this video, I typically do a lot of videos that are help videos on how to do certain things on Etsy or on eRank. And so what I'm going to do now is look at this and how you can find the stats for individual listings. So there's a couple ways you can find this. If you go to your main shop page, okay, and you say, I want to find out what the stats are of this bracelet maybe. And you see across here where it has edit, renew, promote, copy, deactivate, delete, stats. So you're going to check from here, stats. And when you go to that, you can actually see the stats for the individual listing. It shows you if it's active. This is for today. How many visits it has, how many orders it's had. All of that, you can see it from the day view. The say yesterday if it had any, 7 days. You can look and see 30 days. You can go look for 12 months, a year, all time. However, there's different ways you can do it. This is a brand new listing, so I don't think it's had any orders yet, but yeah, you can see it's had 55 visits or 55 views. And how many orders it may have had. So I'm going to pick one that I know has had a lot of orders, so you can get a little different view of this. I'm going to look at this one. I'm not sure if it's the new one that I had or the old one. This one is actually an older one that I haven't even redone the title on all 4 yet. I need to redo that. So this is all time. It's got 804 visits, 228 orders, and then it shows the revenue. I don't mind y'all seeing it. This is an old listing. This has been up since 2014. So I made quite a bit of money with this listing over the length of time. But then again, in this past month, I hadn't sold a one. Most of the money I made on that one was probably done several years ago. I haven't really sold a lot with this listing in a while, unless it's been a private listing. So this is something you want to look at. So I can look at this and say, you know what, this listing, I've had it up since 2014, but in the last year I've only sold one of these, which seems kind of odd. I do have this listed a couple different ways with different titles, wherever it's testing it, because I know I've sold more than one. But this is how you can get a good view to check your stats on individual listings. You can also go to the stats page, okay, and you'll see stats here, and I'm gonna just change it for today so we can look. Today's been kind of a slow day, so from here you can see your stats, and you can see the different wording and things that people have used to find you. But when you want to check for individual listings, you go to listings up here at the top, and it shows you what listings have been looked at. So I can see that this has had 5 views today. This has had 3 and 1 favorite, 2 views. Each one, it tells you individually how many views it's gotten for the day, or if it's gotten any sales for the day, that kind of thing. And you can also, from this view, you can put, again, you can pick for different time frames, 30 days, a week, or however. You can see how many sales that it's had, that kind of thing on each thing in your shop. You can check all of them from here. Then you can also go to listings to get to this, and you go to listings if you're wanting to do it in a quick glance so you can see several at one time. If you go to this view, here you have, again, you have your stats for the last 30 days. and it will show you if it's had sales, how many renewals. It says visits and favorites for here, so you can see how many visits it's had in the last 30 days. Now, it doesn't let you filter out from here the individual, as much information where you can look at it for the day, the week, the month, the year, all of that. From this view, you don't get that option to change it. It is just showing you the 30-day view, but you can click for view stats from this view, and it takes you back to this page again that shows the stats for all of where you can see everything from here, and you can go to it that way. So that's how you get to your stats page for the individual listings on your Etsy shop. Hopefully that answers that question for everybody. And it's good information to look at because, you know, you can kind of see, like the one of mine that, you know, I'm looking at it, and with that particular title, it has not had but one sale in the past year. So that's why I had changed the title. I do have that same item under a different title that I was testing to see if that gets better views. It was an item that sold really well several years ago. I sold so many, I was sick of it at Christmas. So, and then it's kind of died down, so it kind of has gone, you know, it was just a phase thing as far as that goes. But hopefully that answers y'all's questions, and you will be able to find the information you need on your stats from those locations. If you have any other questions, check the links below, and you can go to our Facebook group and get more information there. Check our other YouTube videos out that has how do you do different things on here. And if you have any questions, shoot them to me and I'll try to answer them. Y'all have a good night.